It was a real honor, and I'm really thankful to the chief that he allowed me to do it. It's something when you know one of your kids is following in your footsteps, particularly when you didn't push him in that direction and you know this is what he wants to do.
And the whole I guess idea in your family of being a police officer started with your dad, I guess, and it's continued. What about policing, do you think, in your family? You know, 3 generations wanting to be police officers.
I think it's a great profession. You know, I always looked up to my dad, and I know Jeff more than likely has looked up to me the same way. He knows what's involved in being a police officer, particularly in a smaller city or a small town. So for him to actually choose this as a career and be able to follow my footsteps makes me very proud.
And I'm sure it's a great day for your family, right?
It is. Actually, my mom's here, and she finds it very emotional as well.
Okay. Thanks,
Ted, you said you didn't push him to be a police officer. So, was there discussion around the dinner table one night, or how did it come to be that Jeff decided this is where I want to go?
All his life, he's either talked about being a teacher or a police officer, and he was leaning towards teaching, and but he also coaches a lot of kids. And one day he says, "You know what? I want to be a police officer. I don't want to be a teacher." And that was about a year and a half ago. And then from everything he did after that was specifically with this object in mind.
Tell me about the pride that you're feeling, knowing that somebody carries on a family tradition that sometimes ends in the first generation.
It makes you feel very, very proud, particularly when you know something about policing and what's involved. Basically, you're very dedicated to the community and to the public, and you have to realize that to be a police officer, you're actually serving the public, and for him to feel like that makes me very proud, because that's the only reason someone would want to be a police officer these days is to do the service to the public.
What advice do you give him based on your knowledge?
His initial advice is keep his eyes and ears open and his mouth shut. But throughout his career, if he is fair with absolutely everybody and shows a lot of integrity and courage, he'll do just fine.